What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brian back from American Auto, and as you can see in the garage, I've got the blue truck pulled out. Got it sitting out in the yard at the moment. Got her sitting way out yonder way, right there. And we just brought in a 2004 Ford Escape. So for those that don't know, a Ford Escape is like an SUV, but smaller and not as nice. This thing's got some rust issues on it, in it, around it. And I kind of inherited this from a family member. And so we're going to go around and put a battery in it and see if she fires up, check all the fluids. And I know it's got a brake caliper that's messed up on it, so we're going to have to fix that. I'm going to see if I can just take the caliper off, blow the piston out of it, clean it, put it back together, and see if that'll make it work. We got winter coming fairly quick here, and I don't want the wife driving her BMW in the snow. So we're going to get this one running, really nice for her. And that way she can either drive my Cadillac or she can drive the Ford Escape when the snow gets here. That way we can keep the BMW parked over the winter, and plus it never hurts to have another vehicle. So that being said, which that'll be kind of like the family toss-up vehicle. If my mom needs it, she can get it. If my wife wants to use it, she can use it, or whatever the case is. My son's starting to drive, so he can drive it around the yard or whatever. You know, whatever that fun stuff will be. But anyhow, in the meantime, we're going to get around here and get the hood popped on it and see what we got to do, and make sure it cranks up and runs and does all the stuff it should do, and get it pulled in here to the garage and get started on it. So I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Before we go any further, if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and comment, like, subscribe. Tell me something. Tell me what you want to see next. Tell me what you'd like to see me pull in and work on. Anything. If I can make it happen, I will. I want to try and blow this channel up, guys. So help me out with that. But like I said, I will bring you guys back in just a minute when we get around to the car, and we'll video it from there. All right, guys, here we are. 2004 Ford Escape. Not the prettiest thing by any means, but all right. I know you can't hardly see nothing like that. Big old trash pile back there. So let's get the hood popped here and see what we got. I don't see no rats or living objects. So, one sec. All right. So, let's check on some oil. All right. So, let's check some oil here. We're sitting on a hill. It looks pretty good. Smells like oil. This is really hard to get used to doing, is trying to do all this stuff one-handed. So I went ahead and threw the battery in there. Wrong battery for the application, but it will work. So we're gonna go with it. Now, if you guys watch Vice Grip Garage, you know he calls rust weight reduction. I'm not gonna call it weight reduction. What I am going to say is this has a lot of fresh air ventilation. This whole side right here Look. But I'll show y'all more of that here in a minute because it goes all the way through to the inside. Let's see if she'll crank up. Not without a key. Got it right here. Ah, I don't have to break ignitions. All right, up. We got noises. We got gauges. That's too easy. That's way too easy. Way too easy. Do windows work? Windows work. Cool. Well, we're gonna set the hood down and go from there. Let's see if she'll go into gear and drive and do all that stuff. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is a four-wheel drive too. We have the forward gear. We got brakes. All right. Let's pull this joker through the yard here. See? I don't know if y'all can hear that banging noise in the back. That's part of the fresh air ventilation system on this. That goes all the way through. Sweet. Got it into the garage just fine. So, let me show you this fresh air ventilation. So the fresh air ventilation comes in right here, starts. You can see how wonderful all that is. Oh, so this car came from North Carolina, where they use a lot of the brine, which if you don't know what that is, it's essentially pickle juice. It's green liquid stuff. Look at that. Look at that. You can just about push your fingers all the way through. Look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? And I don't even know if this is the bad side. No, this isn't the bad side. This side looks great, don't it? Nothing major. Let's look underneath here. I don't know if you can tell, that is the carpet on the inside. That's not supposed to do that. I have got some work ahead of me. Oh, oh, cool, the window opens. Let's raise the door. Phew. So right there, see that Band-Aid? I put that on there 2 years ago or so for my father-in-law, because he said this thing was broken, popping in and out, and it had a crack, so I put a Band-Aid on it. What I really did not look at when I did that, just because I really didn't want to mess with it then, was if I bounced the car, this whole thing is moving. The shock came through the floor right there. So we get to fix that. That's like a total yay. So anyway, I want to fire this up, make sure all the hoses are good. I know this is a shaky video. My little tripod that holds my phone broke its leg. So, yay. But anyway, so I want to go through, check the hoses. You guys can follow me on that. And it seems to run really good. Like I said, I know it has the one brake issue. It's this caliper on this. I'm not sure. I'll have to drive it back and forth in the driveway a few times to figure out which one it is. One of the front brake calipers is locking up, so I've got to take it off. But we'll go through, we'll make sure everything's good, make sure running wide. I mean, it runs great. So I see already one hose that's collapsing. I know the hoses are gonna have to be gone through because this thing runs a lot off a vacuum. So we'll get it taken care of and you guys can follow me on it. But hey, this is the second vehicle to the channel, guys. It what I was wanting, but it'll work. All right, so I'll bring you guys back here in a few. All right, so here we are under the hood. And I'm not sure where it goes, but this hose right here is collapsed. You can see my finger inside of it. That hose is collapsed, and I'm not 100% sure where it goes. This one goes to the brake booster, so I know that's not it. This one I want to say goes to the PCV valves. So this one, I don't know where it goes. So we'll find that out and fix it. Okay, so now you can see up under the hood a little bit better. I'm going to take my flashlight and see if I can figure out where that line goes. It comes all the way around to the other side. And goes down there. And up under all that stuff. Huh. I don't know what it goes to. So, let's see if we can figure it out together. So guys, I do need your all's help because I really want to build this channel up and do it the right way, you know. And the more you guys comment, like, subscribe, you know, all the usual routine stuff, the more we can get these videos out there. The more we get these videos out there, the more I can afford to do. And when I can afford more, I'll provide more for you all. One of my first videos I made, I promised everybody that if you would help me by blowing this channel up, that every money I made, I would put back into content and working on cars for you guys. And I fully intend to do that. So, that being said, hook a brother up. I want to do this for you guys. What is that? Okay. Huh. It is a mystery bolt. We do not know what size it is. It's that one size that's in between everything. Let's try an actual 8mm. Oh, got it. There's that one. You know what, guys? I just realized y'all can't even see what I'm undoing. This cover right here, I'm taking it off. I just headbutted all of you. We're gonna cheat here a little bit. All right. Remove that cover. Don't need it where we're going. Okay, now that line comes in somewhere over here under the intake. Oh, ain't that a cute little belt? It goes way up under there. Way, 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 way under there. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to replace that whole line. Instead, it looks like that end, this elbow here, is removable. So let's just see if it is. Okay, serious question for all of you. All of you that are mechanics or work on cars or whatever, you have toolboxes, whatever the case is. So I've got an okay size Husky box. But my question is, no matter how, I've had that box forever. It's not something that I just bought. I've taken it with me where I work at and everything else. Ah, yes, beautiful. That's replaceable. Ha-ha. Score one up for the good guys. Back to the box. Do you know where everything is in your box, or do you go to your box and start what I call drawer hopping, trying to figure out where something is, even though you know you got your screwdrivers in one drawer, your wrenches in one drawer, hammers, yada yada yada? And I will do a box tutorial on my box, how I've got it set up, one day. That's just not today. But do any of you still go to your box and open the wrong drawer every single time? I know I do. It gets aggravating. It gets absolutely aggravating sometimes. But it's not that horrible. I mean, I could think of other things to bitch about. Now the question is do I have a hose close to that size right there? I don't know if I do or not, but you can see right here, see that? That's where it collapsed in. That's why we're replacing that piece. All right, so this is probably gonna take me about 12 hours to find a little piece of hose to replace that, so I'll bring you guys back as soon as I do. All right, is I couldn't find a piece of hose. So I'm just gonna have to go buy one somewhere. Yeah. So I just put that one back on and it's where it went because it does run. In the meantime, I went ahead and jacked this up and then pumped the brakes up, and guess what? Well, now it's loose. Okay, let's try this again. That's crazy. About 3 pumps. She ain't letting go like she's supposed to. So we're gonna get that wheel taken off. I'm gonna take that brake caliper off and see what's going on with it. So I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. All right, so here's where we're at, guys. Don't know what all you know about brakes, but I am not going to continue messing with this today. This little vehicle has already eaten my little ratchet. I'll find it at some point. I thought the caliper was bad because it looks like hammered hell. I took the caliper off using the air hose. I ran the piston out, ran the piston back in, compressed it. That's working like magic. But what I did notice is this line here, when I took it off, no brake fluid dripped out of it. That's just old stuff and what dripped out of the caliper. That being said, I took it loose up here. Brake fluid came out of the hard line. So I know it's not stopped up between there and the master cylinder. I mean the reservoir. So then I took my air hose and I ran it right here. Tried to blow air this way with this disconnected. Nothing came out. So then I went from this side, put a rubber hose inside there with the air, and tried to blow out of this side. Nothing happened. So then I was like, okay, maybe my compressor just doesn't have enough kahunas to it to push through there. Highly doubtful that that's the issue, but we'll try it anyway. So I hooked the brake line back up right there, got inside the rust bucket, pushed the brake pedal, and it was as hard as a brick bat. It was just like I didn't even take the line loose or anything. Nothing dripped out of this end of it or anything. So that brings me to the conclusion that this line right here is completely collapsed and stopped up and no longer functioning as the brake line should be functioning. So the next video will be the replacement of that, and then the brakes will be done on this because the other 3 brakes work really good. It's this one here that either wants to stop and not let go or just keep rolling and not stop at all. So as of today, we've made 0 progress on this other than taking the wheel off, jacking it up, putting the jack stands in completely the wrong spot. As in, if you push on the front, the back end comes up. You can see it's barely even touching the ground. But it's okay. Nobody comes out here and messes around in the garage besides me anyway, so the only person that would fall on and hurt would be me, and, well, that's not a big loss, obviously. So, that being said, like I said, now I have to find my little 1/4-inch ratchet because that will make me mad. I don't know where it would have went. That must have been what I heard drop. Yeah. So I'll find it. It can't be too far. So like I said, no biggie. It can't be too far. This garage is not that big. So it's in here somewhere close by. Not the end of the world. Not a big problem. So this, guys, was exactly the most useless video I believe that could ever be put on the internet. Oh well. We'll make another video. Once I get the brake line, I'll go pick one up tomorrow. Yeah, I'll get the brake line and I'll get a piece of hose to fix that 90 that's collapsed. And get some more brake fluid. And we'll go ahead and bleed the brakes on this thing. Put enough fluid in it to where I have new fluid running all the way through all the lines. Yeah. The brakes look really good on here. They just, this car's just been sitting for a couple years, you know. And I mean, it runs too good not to do something with. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get it all fixed up enough to where the wife can drive it through the winter, or my mom can drive it through the winter, or hell, I can drive it through the winter, whatever. And go from there. So guys, thanks for watching this installment of American Auto. And we'll see you on the next video. Like I said, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Talk to me. If you have questions, ask. Want to know something, ask. I'm down to answer questions. Tell me if y'all want to see something else I do. I have other hobbies besides working on cars, believe it or not. I just got a new magnet. I'm waiting on the weekend because I want to go magnet fishing. Next weekend, not this weekend. Because I want to go magnet fishing again. I haven't done that in a really long time. So it's time to get back out there and get started doing that. Would you guys want to see that? See what all I find? We find good stuff. Find all kind of good stuff. There's a whole bucket full of stuff down there that I found. Locks and hell, there's other magnet fishing videos. You can see what you find. But anyway, so that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Peace out, and comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.